Thank you for watching. This is The Bet. I'm so excited you could join me for this breakdown against Air Force and Utah State. Now, before we dive into these two teams, I would ask you to please subscribe, like, or comment. It just helps me to know people are watching this video and helps YouTube to promote my videos so other people can enjoy this content. Now, that being said, let's dive right in. So Utah State is traveling to Air Force for this game, and both these teams enter this game in different stages. All right, Utah State is 1-1, where Air Force is 2-0. Utah State losing a game to Iowa in what you could call an impressive loss, if you can call losses impressive. Air Force, on the other hand, 2-0, wins against Robert Morris and Sam Houston State. Let's start with Air Force, what they're doing. Right, I want to highlight first their defense. That's what they were known for last year, and what I feel like they're going to be known for this year, putting up some pretty impressive stats. Like I said, last year, 12th in yards allowed per play, held Sam Houston to 1.2 yards per rushing, Robert Morris to 2.1. As for passing, allowing only 5.5 per completion, which leads all of college football right now. Now, we know what they're doing on offense. With that triple option, lots of run from this team, which is something that'll play a factor if Utah State is not able to hold them. But let's dive into what the Aggies are doing right. So the Aggies, coming off what I said, an impressive loss to Iowa, in which the defense held Iowa to 2.4 yards per rushing and 5.9 in the air. And then just last week, the Aggies beat Idaho State 78-28. And I do understand that is an Idaho State team, but they did show off their offense with 591 total yards, 380 coming off the ground. Which leads me into some red flags, some things to look for in this game. So the spread is 9.5 in favor of Air Force, but that is a 2-score margin. Now, with that triple option, that takes a lot of time off the clock and limits the amount of possessions that really both teams will see, but especially Air Force. They need to make sure they're efficient scoring and find a way to stop and be able to cover that spread. Are they going to be able to do that? Secondly, looking at Air Force, have they seen a talented enough offense come in to play against them to know how good the defense is again this year? I think Utah State brings that talent that will test them, right? Utah State is bringing back their quarterback from last year, Cooper, who last season beat them 34-27. Is he going to find that same success, or are we going to see that this Air Force defense really is for real and will hold Utah State and frustrate this Utah State team? Now, kind of how I see the game going. I just say my question is is this defense for real with Air Force, where Sam Houston only scored 3 points in their last 2 games, one against BYU. Now, that's a BYU team that is better this year in defense than they were last year. So is this just a Sam Houston team that does have some talent offensively and was shut down by both these two defensive teams? And Robert Morris coming in, I didn't expect them to put up a lot of points on Air Force as well offensively. So I'm excited to see that, of what this Air Force team can do when they are tested with this Utah State team. And so moving on to my prediction, all that being said, I see Utah State covering this 9.5. As I said, Cooper Legas last year in 2022 found success against Air Force 34-27. I'm looking for him to have that same success again this year. Maybe not as effective, but seeing some success this year. Another reason I'm leaning towards Utah State is under Troy, the coach of Air Force, Calhoun. Air Force is 36-36 when the home favorite against the spread. So, 50% against the spread when they are the home favorite. I see this being a defensive battle. But on the end, Utah State finds ways to score and covers that 9.5. I also would look into the under on this game of 47 is what it's set at. Seeing what Air Force is doing right now defensively, same with Utah State. I see this not going over that 47, but I do see Utah State pulling out this victory. Well, I don't even know if I put them winning it. I feel like they'll cover that 9.5. I feel like that is a lot. I still see Air Force probably. Oh, that's a great question where we're putting that. I'm gonna go with Utah State to pull it out again, to cover that 9.5 and to win the game. So possibly taking the money line on that one and winning that game. I'd love to hear from, if I've missed anything in the comments, how you guys see the game. Still trying to learn on analyzing these games, breaking them down, what to look for, but hoping just to bring quality content to people. And so let me know in the comments what you think, and we will catch you on the next episode.